My child, you must listen to me now. Quiet your heart, still your mind, and let the noise of your world fall away. I am speaking directly to you, for there is a question that burns within your soul, a question you have whispered in the lonely hours of the night and cried out in the silence of your pain. You ask, Father, where are the blessings you promised? Why does my life feel stalled while others move forward? My child, your blessings are blocked. They are not lost. They have not been stolen by your enemy, and I have not withdrawn them in anger. They are waiting, like a great river held back by a dam you have built with your own hands, stone by stone, without even realizing it. I am your Father, the one who knows you more intimately than you know yourself, and my heart aches to see you struggle behind a wall you were never meant to construct. I am here now to show you the stones you have laid, not to condemn you, but to give you the tools to tear them down so the river of my goodness can finally flow into your life without restraint. My precious one, you have built a grand and terrible altar in the center of your heart, an altar not to me but to worry. I have watched you bow before it each morning, offering sacrifices of your peace. I have seen you bring it offerings of your joy in the middle of the day. I have witnessed you kneel before it at night, your mind racing with 1,000 scenarios of what could go wrong. You have become a faithful worshiper of what if. What if I fail? What if I am rejected? What if I run out? What if it never happens? Each of these questions is a prayer to the idol of fear, and fear, my child, is a faithless God. It promises you safety by keeping you small. It promises you control by keeping you anxious. But it has never, not once, delivered on its promises. And with your mouth, you have given fear a voice. Do you truly understand the creative power I placed within your tongue? I spoke, and the worlds came into being. You are made in my image, and your words have the power to shape the reality of your own life. Life and death are in the power of your tongue. When you wake and say, "This is going to be another hard day," you have prophesied difficulty over your hours. When you look at a challenge and mutter, "I can't do this," you have spoken a sentence of failure over yourself. You are placing a brick on the dam. When you complain that nothing ever works out for you, you lay another brick, murmured with self-pity. When you express doubt in my promises, you add another, strengthening the wall that holds back the very thing you are asking for. And then you stand before this towering structure of your own making, exhausted and thirsty, and you ask me why the river is not flowing. My beloved, I am on the other side of that wall with an ocean of blessings, waiting for you to stop building and start dismantling. I have not forgotten you. That thought which the enemy whispers to you in your lowest moments is the greatest of his lies. How could I forget the one whose name is engraved upon my hand? How could I abandon the one for whom I gave my most precious gift? I do not enjoy your suffering. My nature is to give, to restore, to bless, to overflow. I am a father who delights in the laughter of his children, who rejoices in their prosperity. But I am also a wise father. I will not pour the new wine of your future into a vessel that is cracked with fear and filled with the old wine of bitterness and doubt. The new wine would be lost and the vessel would break completely. My delay is not denial. It is an act of mercy. It is a call to prepare the vessel. Your blessings are also blocked, my child, because you have relied on your own strength and your own understanding. You are brilliant. I made you that way. You are capable. I gave you those skills. But your understanding is like a single candle in a vast, dark forest, while mine is the sun that sees the entire landscape. You rise early and work so hard, planning every step, calculating every risk, and you fall into bed at night, your body aching and your soul still restless. You have done everything in your power, but you have not first brought your power under my authority. Have I not said, "Seek first my kingdom and my righteousness, and all these things will be added to you"? This is not a religious formula. It is the fundamental law of a blessed life. Seeking me first means that before you check your phone in the morning, you check in with your Father. Before you lay out your plans, you lay your heart at my feet. Before you seek the advice of experts and friends, you seek the counsel of the Holy Spirit. You have been asking me to bless the path you have chosen, but you have rarely stopped to ask me if you are on the path I have laid out for you. You see a shortcut that seems faster, but I see the hidden snares and thorn bushes along its edges. You try to force a door open, not realizing it leads to a room of sorrow. And when you become entangled and bruised, you cry out, "Father, why have you let this happen?" All the while I was whispering, "Be still. Listen. Follow me. The path I have for you is safer, more beautiful, and leads to a destination beyond your wildest dreams. Your self-reliance is a heavy burden. Lay it down. Let me carry you. My wisdom is your map, my strength is your provision, and my presence is your protection." Now we must speak of the poison you have been holding in your heart. You have allowed unforgiveness to take root, and it has become a toxic vine, choking the life out of your spirit. You say you have forgiven them. You say it with your lips, but your heart has not let go. When their name is mentioned, you still feel that familiar sting of anger. When a memory of the wound arises, you still taste the bitterness on your tongue. My child, you think that holding on to this unforgiveness is punishing them, but you are only drinking the poison yourself, hoping they will perish. How can I pour my pure, living water into a vessel that is full of this poison? It would be contaminated instantly. Forgiveness is not a feeling, it is a choice. It is an act of your will, empowered by my grace. It is looking at the one who wounded you and declaring, "You no longer have power over me. I release you from the debt I believe you owe me. I release you into the hands of a just God, and I release myself into the freedom of healing." When you release them, you are not saying what they did was okay. You are saying you will no longer allow what they did to define your today and your tomorrow. You are breaking the chain that binds your soul to a past injury. Each time you choose to forgive, you pull another stone from the dam. Each time you let go of the need for revenge or vindication, you allow my mercy, the very mercy you so desperately need, to flow more freely in your own life. Do not let another person's sin be the cage that holds you captive. Forgive, and you will find that the prison door swings open, and you were the one holding the key all along. Furthermore, my child, your blessings are blocked because you are still clinging to things I have asked you to release. My voice is not always a thunderclap. It is often a gentle whisper, a persistent nudge in your spirit. I whispered to you to let go of that friendship that consistently pulls you into gossip and negativity, but you held on, afraid of loneliness. I urged you to step away from that secret habit, the one you indulge in when no one is watching, but you have kept it hidden in the shadows, believing it is a small thing. I called you to stop returning to that environment that drains your soul and dishonors your calling, but the familiarity of it felt comfortable. Do you not see, my beloved, that my requests to let go are not meant to deprive you, but to protect you? I see the end from the beginning. I know that the friendship you cherish is slowly poisoning your perspective. I know that the small sin is a tiny seed that will grow into a great tree of bondage. I know that the place you keep returning to is slowly dimming the light I placed within you. I cannot entrust you with the great treasures I have for you if your hands are already full, clinging to things that are destined for the fire. I cannot fill your cup to overflowing if it is already filled with mud. The process of letting go is the process of making room. It is a declaration of faith that what I have for you in the future is far greater than what you are holding onto from your past. Trust me. Let go. Let us look at your mind, my child. It has become a noisy marketplace, filled with the shouts of fear, the bartering of doubt, and the constant chatter of worldly comparison. I gave you the mind of Christ, a mind of peace, clarity, and power. I gave you a helmet of salvation to guard your thoughts, but you have often laid it aside, leaving your mind unprotected, and the enemy has been shooting fiery arrows of anxiety, insecurity, and hopelessness directly into your consciousness. You have been meditating, but not on my word. You have been meditating on your problems. You have been replaying your failures. You have been rehearsing your fears. You must reclaim this sacred ground. Your mind is the control room of your life. When you align your thoughts with my thoughts, your life will align with my will. How do you do this? You must be intentional. When a thought of fear enters, you must capture it and say, "No, that is not from my Father. My Father has not given me a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind." Then you must replace it. Speak my promises aloud until they are louder than the whispers of the enemy. Declare my word over your situation until your own ears hear it and your faith is built up. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. My God shall supply all my needs according to his riches in glory. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. When you saturate your mind with my truth, you change the atmosphere of your inner world, and this inner change will inevitably produce an outer manifestation. The doors you see as locked will begin to open when the mind of the one standing before them is unlocked from fear. And what of your heart, my child? I see it, and I see the mixture within. It is a thing of beauty and a conflict. I see your genuine longing for me, your deep desire to please me, but I also see your longing for the approval of others. I see your desire for my kingdom, but I also see your desire for the fleeting glitter of this world. I see you try to hold my hand with one hand, and the hand of worldly ambition with the other. A divided heart cannot receive an undivided blessing. The flow of my spirit requires a pure channel. I am a jealous God. This is not because I am insecure like a human lover. It is because I am the source of all life, and I know that anything you place before me in your hearth, any idol, will ultimately wound you. The idol of comparison will steal your joy. The idol of financial security will make you anxious. The idol of human approval will make you a slave to opinion. The idol of comfort will make you stagnant. I call you to choose. Not as a harsh ultimatum, but as a loving invitation to wholeness. Will you serve me, or will you serve these lesser things that can never satisfy your soul? Purify your heart. Let go of the need to impress. Let go of the obsession with what others have. Surrender your ambitions to me. When your heart becomes a throne room where only I sit as king, you will see me move on your behalf with a speed and a power that will astonish you. Another reason for the delay, my chosen one, is that you have despised small beginnings. You are looking for the great dramatic breakthrough, the sudden promotion, the lottery-sized miracle. You pray for a mighty oak tree, but you despise the small, insignificant-looking seed I place in your hand. I give you a small instruction: to be kind to a difficult co-worker, to be faithful in a tedious task, to give a small amount when you have little, and you dismiss it as unimportant. You think, what does this have to do with the big blessing I am asking for? My child, everything. In my kingdom, the path to the great is always through the faithful stewardship of the small. Each small act of obedience is a foundational stone for the great testimony I want to build in your life. The character you build in the small, hidden moments is the character required to sustain the large, public blessing. If you are not faithful to manage the one talent I have given you, how can I entrust you with 10? If you will not obey my whisper in the small things, how can I trust you to obey my shout in the great things? Do not overlook the mundane. It is in the soil of daily faithfulness that the seeds of miracles are planted. Show me you can be trusted with little, and I will show you what it means to be a ruler over much. Let me speak to you now about your choices and your action, for this is where the spiritual meets the practical. Your life is a garden, and every single choice you make is a seed. An action, a word, even a willful vow, is a seed you cast into the soil of your life. And the law I set in motion from the beginning of time is this: you will reap what you sow. This is not a punishment. It is the divine and unchangeable principle of creation. Your choices have consequences. They do not vanish into thin air, they grow. The choice to spend an hour scrolling through feeds that stir up envy instead of spending it in my presence is a seed. The choice to repeat a piece of gossip is a seed. The choice to take a small shortcut at work, thinking no one will notice, is a seed. The choice to be impatient and harsh with your family is a seed. These seeds grow into weeds of anxiety, strife, and emptiness that choke out the good fruit I am trying to grow in you. Conversely, the choice to speak an encouraging word, the choice to walk in integrity when it's hard, the choice to turn away from temptation, the choice to give generously, those are good seeds. They grow into a harvest of peace, trust, favor, and opportunity. You have been praying for a better harvest while continuing to sow the wrong seeds. Pay attention to your actions. Your future is being planted today. And you must pay attention to who you allow into your garden. Your space, your heart, your thema, it is sacred ground. Not everyone who smiles at you has been sent by me. Not every invitation is a divine appointment. The enemy is subtle. He will not always send a roaring lion. More often, he sends a charming, friendly companion who carries a pocket full of weed seeds. Some people drain your spirit. Some people distract your focus. Some people sow doubt and unbelief into the soil of your heart. You must learn discernment. I call you to love all people, but I do not call you to give everyone equal access to your life. There is an outer court in your life for acquaintances. There is an inner court for trusted friends and family. But there is a holy of holies in your heart where only my spirit should dwell and have ultimate influence. You have blocked your own blessings by allowing voices into your inner court who contradict my voice. You have let them plant their weeds in your sacred ground. Boundaries, my child, are not unloving. They are an act of wisdom and good stewardship over the precious life I have given you. Guard your heart above all else, for everything you do flows from it. This includes guarding the gates of your heart, your eyes, your ears, and the company you keep. You have cried to me for financial blessing, yet I have watched you mishandle the little I have given you. You spend impulsively, you fail to plan. You neglect to honor me first with the tithe and offering from your increase. My child, money is a tool and a test. I cannot place the resources for a kingdom-sized vision into the hands of a person who is not a wise steward. It would be like giving a priceless instrument to someone who does not know how to care for it. I am not withholding provision. I am waiting for you to develop the character of a faithful manager. Learn to budget. Learn to give with joy. Learn to save with discipline. When you prove you can be trusted to manage the seed, I will be able to release the harvest. You have cried to me for love and companionship, yet your own heart is still bleeding from past wounds you refuse to let me heal. You carry the pain of old rejections, the baggage of past mistakes, and you are looking for another person to come and fix you, to complete you. My child, that is a weight no human was ever meant to carry. I am the one who completes you. I am the healer of your broken heart. Your blessings in relationships are blocked because I love you too much to give you a person who would only be a temporary bandage on a deep wound. I call you to be whole in me first. Find your worth, your security, and your boundless love in our relationship. Sit with me, the lover of your soul, long enough to know you are fully loved. When you are secure and whole in me, no longer seeking someone to fill your emptiness, but looking for someone to share your fullness, then I will align your path with the souls I have prepared for you. You have cried for opportunities and promotions, yet you have neglected to sharpen the gifts I placed within you. You want the stage, but you have not rehearsed in the quiet room. You want the reward, but you have avoided the labor. My blessings are not just magic, they are often the fruit of diligence. I provide the talent, the gift, the potential, but you must partner with me by preparing it. When you bury the gift I gave you out of fear or laziness, you block your own increase. Rise up. Stir up the gift within you. Practice, study, grow, and prepare. Be so good at what I have called you to do that you are ready when the door of opportunity swings open. Be prepared in season and out of season. My beloved child, hear my heart in this. I speak these truths not to overwhelm you with a list of your failures, but to liberate you with a roadmap to your breakthrough. You have asked for the answer, and I am giving it to you plainly. The dam can be dismantled. The flow can be restored. It begins today. It begins with repentance. Not just saying I'm sorry, but turning around. Turn away from worry and turn toward trust. Turn away from complaint and turn toward praise. Turn away from self-reliance and turn toward surrender. It begins with your words. Start today to speak life over yourself. Declare my promises. Thank me for blessings you have not yet seen. Let your mouth become a fountain of faith. It begins with your choices. Guard your mind. Forgive freely. Let go of what I've asked you to release. Be faithful in the small things. Be a wise steward. Prepare your gifts. Your blessings are not lost. They are stored. They are waiting for you. I have not moved. I am right here, my hand outstretched, my heart overflowing with love for you. I delight not in your delay, but in the thought of your release. I long to see you walk in the fullness of all I have planned for you, not just for your own joy, but so that your overflowing life can be a testament of my goodness to a world that is thirsty for hope. The choice is yours. The keys are in your hand. Tear down the wall, my child. Open your heart, open your hands, and prepare to receive. The river is ready to flow.